So here's a question. If you've got red, blue, and green, you've got three colors. If you go to 8 colors, um, well, we went to five first, five and then 8. And then we started doing multiples of 8, 16, 32, 64. And our computers had chips that had that many spaces on them for memory. And we divided all the colors up into 8 bits or 16 bits. Um, and so you have this range from red through blue and purple, um, that we divide up into the component colors. Our current video cards are up in the billions or trillions or something. I don't know. Lots and lots and lots, man. And all it is dividing, of course, the same colors up into smaller and smaller increments. Hmm? So when I'm looking at these, all I can see are things that interact with visible light. And visible light is pretty small, relative to, like, say, the size of my hand or something. Oops, there's my hand. But, it's not atomic. Um, Visible light is between 390 nanometers and 700 nanometers. So there's a range of um, 350, or I mean, it's not very much. Um, it's basically from 400 to 700, so 300 nanometers for the entire spectrum that the human eye can see. And it's not really good enough for measuring things that are smaller than that. Okay, and there's a whole lot of things that are smaller than that. In fact, everything around us is made up of things that are much smaller than that. So, to find out about those fundamental bits of the universe, we need to look at smaller and smaller bits of information. See, for instance, we've got some three-dimensional activity going on here. You can see the bottom of my stone there, where the lines of the faceting come together, and you can see the top of the stone where the reflection is. It's on a two-dimensional screen, but I can divide up the bits and pieces between those two things and give you three-dimensional information. And that's what HDR does. They call it high dynamic range, some people do. I call it high definition rendering. And it does it by giving you smaller and smaller and smaller bits of information. It's just mathematics, dividing it up into smaller and smaller units so that we can see more and more and more information. It's not putting things that aren't there in the images that I produce. It's putting the things that are there into the visible spectrum.